When it comes to pricing your services, sometimes it can feel like you're second guessing what to charge. Maybe it's based on a gut feel, or maybe you're just matching what your competitors are charging. Whether you're a creative agency, a coaching business, or maybe working as a freelancer, figuring out how to price your services is a challenge that so many businesses face. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down everything that you need to know about how to set your prices confidently and strategically. We'll go into the psychology of pricing, I'll show you how to set rates that actually reflect your value, and how to position yourself as an expert in what you do. I'll also be showing you my pricing calculator, which is designed specifically for service-based businesses to help you set your rates on an hourly, daily, or weekly basis so you can understand your cost base and set your prices confidently. Hi, I'm Raminder. I'm a financial modeller with more than 15 years of experience working with a range of clients from startup businesses to side hustle businesses, right up to large established companies, helping them to get clarity and structure through smart strategic spreadsheets. I've also had my own business for over a decade, so I fully understand the challenge in setting prices for services. So before we get into it, let's explore why small businesses find it so hard to set their prices. For product-based businesses, pricing is a little bit easier because there are fixed costs and material costs involved. But with a service-based business, you're not charging for a tangible product. You're putting a value on your time, your expertise, and your experience, and that's a bit harder to quantify. While inflation and material costs can influence product costs, for service pricing is a little bit more nuanced. Quite often, when people get started in service-based businesses, they offer huge discounts or they charge too little to attract their first few clients. This might be fine to begin with, but then they never raise their prices as they add value or gain more experience. This then could lead to an income ceiling that's hard to break. Another reason why pricing might be difficult is because of mindset. So many small business owners might not feel worthy of what they charge, they might feel uncomfortable talking about money, or they might compare themselves to competitors without fully understanding how positioning and experience can affect pricing. And let's not forget the lack of transparency. There are many businesses or industries who do not publicly publish their rates. This makes it harder for businesses to benchmark themselves, leading to confusion and uncertainty. With the right pricing strategy, data, and mindset shift, you can confidently set prices that reflect your expertise and create a pricing system that aligns with your business and your goals. On a base level, the formula to pricing your services is to ensure that all your costs are covered, leaving you with some profit afterwards. So this is the sum of all of your business costs, so utilities, overheads, tools, subscriptions. You add on your desired profit margin, and then you account for your billable hours to give you an hourly pricing. But this is just a baseline rate. We don't stop there. There are other essential factors that we need to consider when setting your rates. The more unique and in-demand your service is, the higher you can charge. Think about what sets you apart, your years of expertise, your niche skills, or the client experience that you offer. Quite often, clients are willing to pay more for a service provider that they trust, someone who can understand their needs deeply, or can offer a tailored solution. Highlighting your value and your unique edge is key to commanding those higher rates. Understanding the market and competition is essential to price confidently. Start by researching what other businesses in your niche charge globally and locally. If your competitors offer similar services, you could choose to position yourself as a premium, mid-tier, or a budget option, depending on your experience and your target audience. Pay attention to any client reviews, service quality, and any add-ons that your competitors might offer. This will give you valuable insight into what your customers value and what they're willing to pay for. And this research isn't about copying what your competitors are doing, it's about strategically positioning yourself in a way that stands out. This was kind of covered in the base calculation that I mentioned earlier, but it's really important to factor in things like your location, your office space, your tools, and all other relevant business costs. If you're in a high cost area, your rates should match the local market. Clients often expect to pay more for big cities or expensive areas. And don't forget your overheads, which include things like marketing, admin costs, insurances. By building a clear picture of all your business expenses, you'll ensure that you're covering all your costs and making a healthy margin on top. Consider how you want your business to be perceived. Are you a luxury option or are you a budget option for your customers? Are you a safe option for clients or a risky one? Clients will pay you, but how much they're willing to pay you will depend on your positioning, which leads us onto the next section. Pricing is just as much about your perceived value as it is about the numbers. And here's how to use pricing psychology to your advantage. Three-tier pricing is when you create three different packages: a premium, a mid-tier and a budget option. Most clients will probably choose the middle option, but having a premium package anchors that higher value. This pricing strategy helps the client to feel like they're more in control because they're choosing what suits them and not simply saying yes or no to one price. The premium option also positions you as a high value provider, even if they choose the middle option. Charm pricing is using things like $4.99 instead of $500. It creates a psychological perception of better value because buyers focus on the 4 rather than the 5, making it feel lower than it actually is. When presenting your packages, start with the highest price package first, which makes all your other packages seem really accessible. This strategy is called price anchoring because it sets your premium package as standard in your client's mind. Bundle your services into a package rather than selling them individually. So for example, if you're a photographer, maybe offer a 4-day shoot, an album and some retouching, or as part of a premium package. Packaging your services like this gives you the opportunity to increase your rates while giving your client a sense of getting more value for their money. Limited time offers or bonuses can help to encourage sales and incentivize quicker decision making for your customers. Urgency tactics like these create demand, encouraging your customers to take action quickly. A common fear for small business owners is raising their prices. The fear of scaring off loyal customers or potentially losing new business. But the truth is, if you never raise your prices, your profit margins will shrink over time. So how do you know when it's time to raise your prices? Well, here are 3 indicators. If you're fully booked months in advance, that's a sign that demand is high enough to justify an increase. If your clients are saying yes immediately without hesitation, your rates may be too low. If your prices haven't changed in over a year while your skills and your costs or demand have grown, it's time to review them. When you raise your prices, communication is everything. Give your clients or customers enough notice. Around 4 to 6 weeks is usually enough. Send a clear, confident message that your rates are going up to reflect your increased value and expertise and the quality that you're delivering. Instead of just bumping up your rates, maybe consider introducing new packages at a higher price point. This gives a sense of added value, not just a price increase. The right clients won't leave. In fact, the higher price might even attract more committed customers. And to make this process so much easier, I've created a pricing calculator for coaches, for freelancers, for designers, for anybody who's got a service-based business to help you come up with a weekly, daily or hourly rate. This pricing calculator helps you to get clear on your cost base, review different profit and pricing scenarios, and get clarity around what to charge for your services. There's space to enter all your direct costs and all your indirect costs, work out your profit based on 3 different pricing scenarios, and helps you to understand which rates are truly profitable. This pricing calculator is available to download from my website. The link is in the description box below. By factoring in all the costs, your competition, your value and your positioning, you can confidently set those rates to reflect your expertise and keep your business profitable. I'd love to know what your biggest challenge has been when it comes to pricing your own business. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. I release content every single week, so if you found this helpful, I would love for you to like the video and subscribe to the channel and join me on future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.